you have to think about that dentist visit as part of your healthcare preventative care. It is like going to a checkup. It's not just the cleaning. The dentist is doing an oral health check, and that's really important. So you have this touch point with a healthcare provider, and you should talk about the changes that you're experiencing. You should be able to walk in and say, hey, maybe I don't want to walk in and say I'm in menopause, but maybe you walk in and say, I'm noticing some changes in my smile. I don't feel as confident. Things are tasting different. Whatever that is for you, that
Mhm.
conversation is really important. And we want women to feel more confident because menopause is really impacting them, their confidence, their mental health, their overall well being. And the dentist chair is a great place to start.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marx from GoToHealth. I have a news flash for women. Beyond hot flashes, nearly half of women over 40 report menopause impacts oral health. Surveys show that women want tailored guidance from dentists and benefits that better support their care. Menopause is a whole body experience, of course, yet dental health is often left out of the conversation. Many women in their 40s begin noticing changes like dry mouth or bleeding gums without realizing these symptoms may be connected. A new survey from Delta Dental Insurance highlights the need for better awareness and resources to help women understand and manage these changes. The survey finds that women want more support during dental visits. 89% would find it helpful if dentists provided more specific guidance, and 82% would schedule additional cleanings if covered by insurance. So we have some exciting news from Delta Dental to share with you about that today. Dentists are showing interest as well, though 45% would not raise the topic unless patients did first. Still, 81% say they would be more likely to bring it up if menopause-specific benefits were available. So I think the lesson here is, women, if you're going to the dentist, bring it up in some way that you're going through menopause or that you're noticing changes in your oral health. This will improve your care. Today, we're talking with Sarah Chavarria, CEO of Delta Dental Insurance Company, and she will discuss how menopause can affect oral health, the role dentists can play in supporting women, and how tailored benefits can help bridge the gap in care. If you're enjoying our show, it would mean the world to us if you took a second to leave a 5-star review on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, or wherever you're listening. It helps more people find the show and lets us know we're on the right track. So, welcome to the show, Sarah Chavarria. How are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Good. So, we talked about a year ago about menopause and dental health. Tell us what's new since we talked a year ago.
So, probably the newest thing is we're on year 3 of really connecting the menopause to oral health. And one of our learnings in our survey was women said, hey, if I had a benefit that was for women, I would be more likely to go to the dentist and feel comfortable talking about being in menopause. And the dentist said something really similar. They said, hey, if we had a woman walking in and she had a benefit that was for women's health, we'd probably feel more comfortable too. Remember, half of them don't feel comfortable today initiating that. So we turned to our product team inside and said, can we create a dental benefit for women that
Mm.
really adds time with the dentist, so adds a cleaning or two, and maybe adds some other experiences to that dental visit. So we're really excited to be launching that next year. It's I think the first of its kind, and it'll be a really nice test of what happens when you create a dental benefit that really focuses on a woman and what she's going through, whether it's perimenopause, menopause, pregnancy, where those hormones change, and it absolutely impacts their oral health. So we are very excited to turn 2, 3 years of all of
Hmm.
this survey information and insights into something real that women can walk into the dentist office with.
That's wonderful. That's so exciting. Thank you for sharing that. So I want to take a step back for a minute.
Yeah.
We often hear about hot flashes during menopause, but we don't hear about oral health. What are we missing? Why have we not associated menopause and oral health before?
I think in a lot of ways we just haven't been talking about menopause that much as a generation, as people. So I think it started a few years back and we were really encouraged that menopause was beginning to be talked about, and we started looking for what is the link between what's happening in the mouth and the fact that these hormones are changing, and we started bringing awareness. And we still this year found 83% of women saying, "Wow, I didn't know there was a link." So we have a lot of work to do. But we also validated that despite not knowing there's a link, 40% of women are suffering from dry mouth, and about a quarter
Hmm.
of women have the bleeding gums. They have the change in taste. They have something happening in their mouth that they're either feeling or seeing or noticing. So there's still a lot of work to do here, but validating that information in year three was really important for us.
So what I'm hearing you say is that menopause really does bring about changes in oral health. We shouldn't be ignoring that. And they're connected.
They are absolutely connected. Yes.
Good. So why is it important for women to feel comfortable about raising this topic during a dental visit? I mean, you wouldn't, it's a new idea, your dentist in menopause. I mean, how do we bring this up? How do we start these conversations?
That's a great question because dentists have said, right? Half of them, like, ooh, I don't know if I would initiate that. But it's important for women because menopause impacts us. We learned this year that 99% of women said, hey, my career has been negatively impacted because of menopause.
Hmm.
Almost 60% of women have missed work because of menopause. And so you have to think about that dentist visit as part of your healthcare preventative care. It is like going to a checkup. It's not just the cleaning. The dentist is doing an oral health check, and that's really important. So you have this touch point with a healthcare provider, and you should talk about the changes that you're experiencing. You should be able to walk in and say, hey, maybe I don't want to walk in and say I'm in menopause, but maybe you walk in and say, I'm noticing some changes in my smile. I don't feel as confident. Things are tasting different. Whatever that is for you, that
Mhm.
conversation is really important. And we want women to feel more confident because menopause is really impacting them, their confidence, their mental health, their overall well being. And the dentist chair is a great place to start.
Great. Now, do we know, Sarah, from our research or your research, what kind of knowledge dentists have about the connection with menopause? Do they need more training? Do they need more knowledge? Do they need more comfort in bringing up the topic?
So we know that about three-quarters of them say, look, I'm confident, ready to go, happy to talk about it. There's always more work to do. I think what was really nice about the first year we did this study was we had dental hygienists reaching out, and they were
Hmm.
saying, oh my gosh, how do we get our hands on this information so that we can share it with the women who come into our office and really talk about this stuff? So, I think that we should think of them as healthcare professionals. They are well prepared to talk about this. They may just not be comfortable bringing the conversation up. And so we
Hmm.
have a little work to do on our side too, to also have a little bit of confidence to say, hey, I want to talk about a few things while I'm here for my cleaning today, and just open the window.
Good. I want to ask some more questions, but before I do, I want to let people know where you can go to learn more. It's DDINS, that's Delta Dental Insurance. It's DDINS.co/menopause. I'll say that one more time. DDINS.co/menopause. So, Sarah, what changes are you hoping to see as more women learn about the link between menopause and their oral health?
Well, we're really encouraged already. We already get feedback from women who say they're going to prioritize their oral health or they're going to go make a dental visit. I think that's a really great first step. It's very encouraging. And then, of course, I talked about our new benefit next year. I'm really hoping to see some changes in how we think about our health care as a woman or whatever that looks like for us. So I'm excited to get feedback from women who have this product, from employers who are thinking about the impact that menopause is having on their workplace,
Hmm.
and really thinking about what is the role that going to the dentist can play in making sure that I'm healthy, my employees are healthy, their families are healthy. So I'm really encouraged by that. And that's a big change that I'm hoping to see, that quite frankly, we're happy to try out and learn and share, and so I'm looking forward to that very much.
Good. And can you tell us more about the benefit that you're going to be launching next year? What makes it unique or new?
Well, what makes it unique is, first of all, think about dental benefits have largely looked similar, right? You go twice a year, every 6 months. Here's what's covered. It's very preventative. We've added visits to the dentist because we know that when you go through hormonal changes, 6 months may not be enough. You might need to go every 3 months or every 4 months and have that oral health check. So that gets added and is really important. We've also started thinking about and working with our provider community around what are some of the other things we can check while the woman is in the dental chair, while
Hmm.
the patient is in the chair. So think about taking your blood pressure. I mean, when you're a menopausal woman, your whole life you're told heart attacks feel different in women. And so when you have a pain or something's happening, you're nervous. And so here are more opportunities to have your blood pressure checked, have conversations about the changes that you're experiencing, not only in your mouth, but overall. And then the dentist can help you make that connection to your primary care physician, your OBGYN, and help equip you with what to follow up on. And so the benefit itself includes more visits to the dentist and probably a few more experiences while you're there.
This is sounding suspiciously like whole person health.
Wouldn't that be nice, right?
Yes, yes. Good. So, Sarah, this is a question I usually like to ask at the end. What question didn't I ask that I should have asked? Or what kind of big message would you like to leave with people today before we sign off?
I think it's obvious, but menopause, perimenopause is going to hit more than half of the population, right? Because more than half of us are women.
Yes.
I'll add that a really nice surprise has been men have been really excited to get their hands on this information to help support the women they love. We have, gentlemen who talk about their moms or their partners or their wives or whomever. And so that's been really delightful as well. So I think, the big message here, and you did ask it, but we're just trying to close that gap and really bring that conversation to the dental chair. We're looking at what's the part that we can play. And I think a big part of that is just making information available, talking about it, and thanking people like you who create some airtime for it.
Good. And I have one other question. You've mentioned this research that you're doing. What's the design of the research that you do? Is there a strategy to your research? What is it as a dental insurance company that you like to know about to continue to provide better and better dental benefits? Tell us about that strategy.
Sure. So, specifically for this menopause work, we reached out to women. We started year one with, we reached out to women 50 and older. We expanded that the next year to 40 and older. And we've kind of left it there because there's perimenopause, menopause, and then, hey, some women go through menopause at 30, 32, 34. So, we want to make sure we're not, narrowing it in. And then we also survey providers. So, we talk to dentists, we talk to dental hygienists, and then we bring that survey information together and we extract what the insights are. Like, how do they feel about things? What are the percentages that they feel that? And then what are some of the anecdotes that we can capture? And then, look, I love a good story. And so as we talk about it, we pull in some of those real examples that women have shared, dentists have shared, that connect oral health to menopause and oral health to overall health, because those are really powerful. If we're just impacting a handful of people having a better healthcare experience, I will take that every day.
Good for you. It's really good to see you again.
Good to be here again. Thank you so much for inviting me back.
Sure, yes. We've been talking with Sarah Chavarria. She's the Chief Executive Officer and President for Delta Dental Insurance Company, the leading dental insurance provider serving more than 31 million members in 15 states and the District of Columbia. Sarah, it's been wonderful to see you again, and thanks so much for sharing this information with us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. And before we go, just a quick reminder. If you like what you've heard, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify or a thumbs up on YouTube or wherever you listen to us. It helps keep this content free and reaching the right people just like you. Thanks again for being here. This is Jonathan Marx with GoToHealth, and as we like to say at the end of every show, go to health. Take care. We'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marx in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at GoToHealthMedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.